In 3, 2, 1, welcome back to another episode of Bunch of Bananas. I'm yours, Kevin.
And I'm Eric, and we partner with Chinatown London to celebrate ESEA Heritage Month. Taking place every September, ESEA Heritage Month aims to promote East and Southeast Asian heritage, culture, traditions, and everything in between. Today, we're here with Mandy.
Hello, Mandy.
Hello.
Who owns the restaurant Sambal Shiok in Holloway Road. And it's absolutely amazing. It's definitely worth checking out. Also wanted to say a big shout out to Restaurateur for hosting us today.
So excited.
Without further ado, let's get this podcast started.
Yeah.
So Mandy, I just wanted to ask, let's start off with asking you, where did you grow up?
I was born in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia.
Oh.
So I was there until I was 11 years old. So,
wow.
So I had, my whole primary schooling in Malaysia, which I feel really, really lucky to have that experience, and growing up, in Malaysia, and all those hawker centres, night markets, and the family,
Don't talk about night markets, man. Asian night markets are the best.
I mean, but truly, my fondest memories were of every weekend. I don't know if you do this here, but every weekend we used to go to at least one of my grandparents' houses on both sides, and the whole family would congregate there. We would get together as a family for feasts and special events all the time, and so that's really part of my formative memories.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah.
And it's always around food, right?
Always, yeah.
Always. So
that's our love language. It's an Asian love language. It's how our parents who couldn't say "I love you" showed us love.
Yes, exactly.
So I grew up in Malaysia and moved here with my parents when I was 11 as a family unit, and my brother as well. Yeah.
How was the transition like from moving from Kuala Lumpur to the UK?
Do you know what? It was actually fine, because in Malaysia, so the first language is Malay, so I can still speak Malay as a tourist, yay. But at home, my family was always speaking English, because my dad is Baba from Malacca. So Baba it means the male of the Peranakan people, and that's the descendants from the Chinese tradesmen who moved to Malaysia in 1400s and intermarried with local women. Damn. So my dad is part of that people, and Peranakans tend to speak more Malay. So he can speak Malay, whereas my mum, her family was more from southern China.
Right.
So she could speak Hainanese and Cantonese, and so there was me in the middle. At home, it was just always easier to get by in English, and English was, generally in Malaysia, everyone can speak English as well.
How come you know so much about it? Did you go out of your ways to kind of learn about, the history and everything? Because I'm not that knowledgeable when it comes to this type of stuff.
What do you mean?
Just the
My heritage?
Because I don't know much about it.
Well, again, because I lived there for the first 11 years, and my dad's family, certainly, he's one of 7 siblings, and so they're originally from Malacca, which is a Peranakan stronghold. So I very much identify as Peranakan.
Very connected to your homeland.
And also, of course, I'm Chinese, but I'm just all about championing Malaysian culture and heritage, and of course food. It's just really important to me, and it's especially being here to connect with who I am. That's my roots, So
told you, bringing you on with the right choice. Especially for
exactly.
Definitely. So what makes Malaysia so special to you?
It's multiculturalism. So you've got the Malay indigenous people who are predominantly Muslim. You've got the Chinese like myself. You've got a lot of Southern Indians who also migrated. Then you've got lots of tribal peoples who are indigenous to the region. Eurasians, because obviously we've been colonized. So, it's just it's just so rich because of that, especially the food, what you see here with Rasa Sang is it's just we are looking at our neighbours, our colleagues, and oh, I like what you're eating there, I'm just going to borrow a bit of that. And it's magic, because it's just
a blend of
everything. A blend, and it's, everyone's tolerant of each other and accepting.
So is it an Asian counterpart to London?
What, as in a multicultural...
Yeah, a multicultural hub.
Honestly, I've heard that Malaysia is the
melting
hub.
pot.
The melting pot, and has the best Asian food.
It's true.
Because
the
obviously
best Asian food.
Because of all the different cultures and how they...
Genuinely, you can have something different to eat for every single meal of the day for at least a year. Entirely possible. And we eat 6 times a day. I don't know about you. No.
Of course.
Okay, come on.
You
have breakfast. Okay, you might have nasi lemak, laksa, right? Roti canai. Okay. one meal. Then you've got like a tea time, sort of 11ish, 10, 11. You have like a snack, like a curry puff. So we had this thing called kueh muih, which are like steamed rice cakes and lots of different forms. You might have some of that at 10, 11 a.m. Then lunchtime. So we have, like lots of food courts where you get all of this amazing variety, as well as economy rice type establishments like banana leaf rice, where you present it like with rice, a plate of rice and like, I know, up to 50 different cooked dishes. You help yourself. It's all balanced meals, right? And we're not going to have a cold sandwich for lunch. That's just like not ever going to happen, okay?
100%.
So that's lunchtime. Then, get packaged like 2, 3 p.m. We have another snack, another, kueh muih or whatever. Then you got dinner time. So for us, either my mum would cook, and it was really important to us to sit down for a family meal at like 6 p.m. when my dad got back from work. Then after dinner, like 8, 9 p.m. after I came back from tuition, we go to a night market and we have like siu. Do you have that saying? Yeah. So it's like
midnight snack.
That really helps, mate. That really helps.
No,
it's basically
it's just topping yourself up like, before you go to bed.
Yeah. I'm not surprised that there's so many times a day to eat in Malaysia, because in Asia in general, there's just so much good food
and it's accessible.
everywhere, and it's accessible.
And it's cheap.
Yeah, you can walk onto the street, don't even have to go to a night market, and there's a vendor right outside your house.
Yeah, we came back from Vietnam. My first thing when I go to Tesco's or whatever, meal deal. £3. It's actually gone up now. Inflation's crazy.
I don't want to.
£3.80. But I'm just used to having like maybe a coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
And then a meal deal for lunch and then dinner.
Yeah, that's not going to cut it in Malaysia.
No, it's not.
It's so different because there's just like you said, it's so accessible to eat so much good food in Asia in general. Not just Malaysia, but just any parts of Asia.
Yeah, because like I think if you don't serve good food in Asia, you're just going to go bust within a month.
Yeah, honestly, it's true.
The palate is so demanding, right?
And I just think like even the most basic places over there, like in a house, for example, like a family house, you'll find the most amazing food. Because it's family, it's house, it's family made.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
for sure.
I could walk into it's bad to say, I could walk into the dodgiest looking house, but the food will be amazing.
Okay, I don't know about that one. you do you.
But yes, I'm with you in terms of like generally anywhere you go and buy food from, the standard will be pretty decent, as opposed to like here where it's like,
here you have to look. You have to actually go out and look for a hidden gem, or basically base it on word of mouth of places that are actually good.
And so a lot of the times, like if I want to cook something, I'm more likely to just cook it myself, because then I'll get the flavour that I want, and
and it's tailored to you.
The wok hei.
I can't get no wok hei in my kitchen. There's no.
You can't even cook.
What do you mean?
Sam does all your girlfriend does all your cooking.
All right, let's
Right. So, what are you most proud of when it comes to Malaysian culture? I think I have an idea of what you're gonna say.
It's just so rich and inclusive and welcoming, and really the food. I'm obsessed with food, right? So it's just a natural
it's our love language,
obsession with Malaysian food, and I just think it can be so much more represented in the West. Like, it's so underrepresented.
I think it's only recently or over the last few years where you've seen a big kick in popularity and just demand for Asian food. Like not just one type of Asian food, like all Asian food in general. It's becoming
everything.
Yeah, it's becoming more popular.
Yeah.
And that's thanks to people traveling, right? Like and having that a more sophisticated palate. They don't want like a dumbed down version. And actually funny, like when I first started, I know you haven't asked that, but I'm just going to tell you how I started in food.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I used to be a corporate lawyer in London, and I burnt out. And I thought, okay, I need to do something with food, Malaysian food especially. So I started off with street food. So I created, at that time, I think it was a unique product, a chicken satay burger.
Oh, I actually watched the video where you spoke about this.
Okay.
It was called One-to-One Podcast.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I saw it.
And so, because I thought, right, I'm really down with street food because that's how we eat in Malaysia. So it seemed like a natural connection. And I went down to all the street food markets, and I always knew that the busiest store was the burger store. I was like, I can make a Malaysian burger. So that's what I did. And originally, I didn't include like a layer of sambal in the burger. Like it had the peanut sauce with the chicken patty, but no sambal. But then all the customers were asking for sambal and like wanted it spicy. So I was like, okay, this is great. You know, so really, it gave me that whole start in my food career. Gave me that that confidence to really not hold back. And you know, I love my chilies. I don't deseed any chilies when I'm cooking. I was like, what's the point? So you know, full on flavor, and people love it, you know, so that's really, really cool.
I think one day you're going to have to let us try it.
I was going to say,
the chicken
You had a
sandwich
chance. You went to a festival.
I know.
I didn't go.
Do you know what it was? It was so busy.
Oh.
It was like unbelievable. Like the queues were massive. It was Saturday as well. So.
I didn't go. I got an excuse, man. You had a chance.
Well,
you missed
sorry.
out.
Next time, let me know, and I will get you a quick line.
Amazing.
In there.
VIP access.
Yeah.
No, you know what? You're gonna hate me for this because obviously you're Malaysian and you can handle your spice. But I actually can't handle my spice that well.
Really?
I'm actually terrible. You know this.
Well, I love sambal.
Right.
I think.
But at the same time, like look at this spread. You know, if you don't want your chili, you've got your these salted egg prawns. You've got the Hainanese chicken rice, black pepper, beef. You know, that char kway teow. I did ask for added sambal on this one, so maybe stay away from this one. But yeah, you know, because again, like of the Chinese influence, there are a lot of things
Variety,
without chili.
Yeah.
So since we're talking about food, what dishes kind of remind you of your childhood?
All of this year.
All of this. What specific
she's
one?
having 6 meals a day, so everything.
Yeah, you know, like char kway teow, definitely Hainanese chicken rice. I mean, chili crab, like that's
a staple.
Yeah,
That's a staple.
Absolutely. Roti canai, like that's actually one thing that I really miss.
Oh, it's It's called canai.
Canai, yeah.
You say canai?
I would say canai.
No.
I would say, can I get a roti canai?
No,
canai.
Oh, I must get.
I say that.
Now I know how to say the Malaysian way. Alright, so moving on, I would like to ask you a bit.
Laksa.
Obviously.
How can we miss laksa? That's crazy. I think if we moved on without mentioning
You know
laksa,
what? I always order a laksa from Restaurateur.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
not
wait,
bad.
we have to come to Sambal Shiok.
Oh,
to
yes,
try the
yeah,
laksa.
yeah.
That's what I was about to ask next.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, like, how did your restaurant Sambal Shiok start?
So I started off originally in street food, but over time my customers, they wanted me to open a restaurant so they could come eat my food, not in the rain, in the cold, in comfort, and they wanted me to serve laksa.
Right.
I never wanted to do laksa in street food because, like, you know, if you can imagine, like, street food, you have to bring all your stuff, set it up, and, like, you know, cart it all away. Laksa just wasn't going to work. But as a pop-up restaurant, it did, you know. So I started that originally as 2015, like 10 years ago, as a pop-up. And like the second residency I did was 2 weeks in my friend's restaurant, Salvation and Noodles in Finsbury Park. 2 weeks at start of January. You know, bloody cold. Sorry, can I say?
Yeah, of course.
We bleep it out.
Okay.
It becomes dark.
You know what's like,
it becomes back.
Okay, and I thought, oh gosh, is anyone going to come, right? But there were queues. Like one night there were queues in the snow, and I was like, oh my god, you know. So people, it was a thing, and people really wanted laksa. I was like, okay, so that's what I did, and I ran it as a pop-up restaurant for a couple of years, wound down my street food side, and opened a restaurant 2018, and it was just such a joy. Like all the critics came and really, you know, helped to shout us out and just really, really magic. So Sambal Shiok, absolutely, it's all about laksa, my unique curry laksa, which is actually based on a version that I've had in my dad's hometown, Malacca. It's a Peranakan version.
It's like a regional dish then.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, Malaysia has 14 states, and every single state has its own laksa.
Right,
Yes.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, absolutely. So my laksa is it's laksa kawin, so it's a marriage of two laksas. KL's curry laksa, which is actually relatively mild, and Penang's Assam laksa, which is very, very different.
Is that the one I had last time when I came to your restaurant?
You had the curry laksa.
Yeah.
And so Penang's Assam laksa is made with like a mackerel stock, lemongrass and galangal. No coconut milk, but very fresh, very sour with tamarind. So I merged those two laksas to make this Peranakan one. And it's completely unique to us. Like you're not going to find it elsewhere in London. And we have like 3 spice levels. Again, it's quite unique to what we do. We have the hot, which is, for me, It's
Not for
nice.
me.
I know. But if you like your chili, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
right
yeah.
balance. We've also got medium. Then we've got the mild, which
me.
I think that's the one you had. But the mild is really delicious
Yeah.
as well. Just way more coconut milk than the
Yeah.
hard.
That's why I liked it, because I'm a big coconut
Yeah,
fan.
you love coconut.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
Okay.
you don't know it, because I went to Mandy's restaurant. I went to Sambal Shiok,
Yeah.
and the food was amazing. It was amazing.
I need to go one day. One day.
To be fair, it's near where I
Anytime.
live, so that does help. But it's actually like top tier.
Yeah.
I had.
Thank you.
I went for New Year's, right?
Yes.
And I had I
The
don't know.
prosperity toss salad.
Oh, okay, you're doing a little toss as well.
Yeah. It was honestly.
Oh, that's the story I saw.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
amazing. Well, literally, when we were there, you said just be as messy. I think you said be as messy as you want. Just chuck it.
Because
it's
the
prosperity.
the
Yeah,
higher you toss, the better luck and happiness that you have.
I'm gonna be truthful with you. I actually held back a bit. I was trying not to make a mess. I was trying not to make a mess. Do you know what? It's just that aspect within that OCD within me. I
You
just didn't
never
want to
done
make
that
a mess. No.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I don't know. I've never had that experience. That was probably. I think that was my first
Yeah.
prosperity toss experience.
Okay, and
it
so
was amazing.
all of these things are very traditional things for us in Malaysia,
Mm-hmm,
and I think I was probably one of the first, if not the first, to serve prosperity toss in London.
Yeah.
I don't know, like 7 years ago, and now.
Yeah,
A
it's
lot of
coming,
other
yeah.
people, places are doing prosperity toss, which is great, because the more Malaysian food is being served by everyone in
Yeah.
London, the UK, the better it is for everyone.
No, it's
For
great
sure,
that you're keeping to
100%.
like traditions and practices.
Yeah.
Speaking on that though, like what other like traditions, what other Malaysian traditions and what other Malaysian traditions you practice?
So I don't really celebrate Christmas so much, but we have like the full Christmas dinner. But more important actually for us is Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
So that's always a big thing for us.
Wait, so Christmas is big in Malaysia?
So there's a big Christian population.
Oh,
I grew up.
yes.
I went to Sunday school for a long time, so I have. I do understand those beliefs, but we celebrate it here. But I don't. I identify as an atheist. But Chinese New Year, like I'm very keen for my 4-year-old son to understand like why it's important and just to have that connection.
Yeah.
It is basic stuff, right? Like wear bread, like do the ang bao, prosperity toss, and actually I'm very keen for him to understand like the Mid-Autumn Festival and like moon cakes. And in Malaysia we have like lots of lanterns.
Has he tried the mooncakes yet?
Do you know what? Not yet. So yeah, this year will be the time.
Wow.
And the next time I go to Malaysia, I have to go and get like all the little cute lanterns.
Oh,
Because,
yeah.
that's all part of my memory, and I hope
course.
that he will share a bit of that so he can understand why it's so important to me.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Running it back a bit, can I ask you what was it like opening your first restaurant?
Big stress.
Oh, I can imagine that. Definitely the first year, right?
Very big stress. But I wouldn't change it for the world. It just has led to so many other opportunities, like writing my books, and sort of brand partnerships and things like that, and just allowing me to champion Malaysian food, and it just allowed me to, it got my foot in the door. But no, it was. If you're thinking about opening a restaurant now, especially, it's a very different economic landscape.
It's more competitive as well.
Well, but it's just way more expensive.
Yeah.
So expensive. So I would really unless you can be there like every day, really think hard about it, because I think that's why I found it very challenging the last few years, because I had a kid 4 years ago. I can't be there
of course.
all day every day. So and that's expensive, to have a team in charge.
Because I remember watching some of your videos, and it was just like, why you disappeared for so long, or and people were just messaging you, checking up on you, and you said that's because obviously opening the restaurant, you wanted to be there constantly to help out and kind of just keep an eye on how things were going.
Yeah. I mean that's what you have to do, right? Because
of course. It's your baby.
Especially at the beginning, Asian customers are the most critical, right? So and we all the brand new place. So and at the start, we didn't have any, we didn't take bookings, no reservations. So there were queues, mad queues, especially after the reviews. So I do understand, when you've queued for a long time, you expect really, really high. So, but of course, you're opening a restaurant, any new project, there's always going to be teething issues, right? So, that's why I had to be there all the time. But at the same time, it worked out. You know, so now, like, my team is brilliant, and I'm able to be there a bit more often to check in on things, quality control, get involved in like menu development, and also, but my job has changed now. Now I'm like the face, and my job really is to put bums on seats and to be out and about talking to people.
Oh, you're amazing at that, by the way. When I was there, like Mandy was doing rounds. All the customers there, like she was talking to them, making them feel more, you know, like she was very hospitable, chatting to them, making them feel comfortable.
That's absolutely like my favorite part of what I do. Is like talking to people and just sharing the love and stuff, you know, seeing, and even for my staff, like, yes, we get every now and then like not so nice customers, but
it's normal. It's normal.
But when someone is just blown away by how delicious the food is, and or is taking them back to Malaysia or Singapore, it just makes it all worthwhile. So, you know, and now like I write cookbooks, and so, you know, it's all about like educating people and telling them, look, okay, yes, my first cookbook, Sambal Shiok, the Malaysian cookbook, is all the restaurants' recipes, right? Yeah. So that's got stuff like laksa, rendang from scratch, roti canai. Yeah. I know as a working mum, I'm not going to be doing it at the end of the day, right? So now I'm all about like, okay, how do you feed yourself amazing Malaysian food in as quickly as your rice takes to cook? Like if you can stir fry or make a curry, stick something in the oven, braise something, Malaysian food is definitely for you. There's so much more. Like I said, you know, Malaysian food, it's just like this massive mountain and so rich, so much fodder. So I'm really excited now going into my next stage. Like I can deep dive into more, you know, because like certainly laksa, like 10 years ago, it was roti king.
Yeah, that was the thing. I remember that.
I still love his laksa, right? Yeah. But now there's like at least 5 laksa-centric restaurants in London, right? And so that's amazing.
It's growing,
Since you,
and you have like, you can find like laksa in a can now.
Laksa in a can.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know how I feel about that.
But you
don't know how I feel about that.
Yes, but at the same time, it's just awareness, right?
Yeah.
And so if people see laksa on the menu, they're like, oh, okay, this is like or ramen, and they'll order it.
Yeah. Since you brought it up, actually, I wanted to ask you, like, what made you write your first cookbook? I know this is your second one.
Yes. So my first one, I wrote it during the pandemic.
Oh, during the pandemic?
Yeah.
Oh, you had a lot of time in your hands then.
Well, yeah, because I had to close the restaurant, which was traumatic. But, you know, actually writing the book was very cathartic and helped me recover, you know, because like I just got to tell all my stories, and it really is my life story, my first book.
Yeah. What was it called?
Sambal Shiok, the Malaysian cookbook. Yeah, so it's got all the big hitters, like a lot of what you see here on the table. You'll find those recipes in my first cookbook, and it's things that I serve at the restaurant. And funny, like yes, I'm all about championing Malaysian food, but at the same time, I'm not wed to traditions like that much, you know. So like even my laksa here, I have to buy all the ingredients here. Right.
So it's
like,
not as...
So it's may not taste exactly like what you have in Malaysia, but it's still a laksa, you know? And like I also have like fried chicken. Malaysians love fried chicken. But again, mine is a slightly different take because I use like satay as the inspiration. And but obviously, like, you know, I can't have like a massive charcoal grill in my indoor restaurant. So I've converted it into like chicken, like tenders marinated in like satay spice paste with like lemongrass, garlic, coriander, and then dredged in eggs, and then like a beautiful spiced gram flour, because that's also inspired by an Indian snack, vade, like a savory donut that I love in Malaysia. And then I serve it with the peanut sauce. And it's completely unique, and there's so much work that goes into it to create this, and people absolutely adore the fried chicken. But my point is like, it's all like just absorbing all my flavor memories from the past, but also making it like, okay, how do I still represent in a way that works here? So yeah, coming back to this book, Simply Malaysian, it's since having my kid 4 years ago, I've really had to pare back how I cook at home. You know, it's very challenging being a working mum and having to like feed the family at the end of the day. So Simply Malaysian is very much like, okay, how do you make your life easy, cook something really, really delicious in generally like half an hour, as long as your rice takes to cook in a rice cooker. No snacks, no desserts. I don't care about that, but this book is really, literally how do you get from nothing to food on the table as soon as possible.
See, I mean, like the way we were talking about it earlier, and how you said it's very simple to make, I will definitely have to give it a try because I really do need to level up my cooking. My cooking is quite like it's quite
this is
minimal.
for you, bro.
Yeah, it's for me.
Like I genuinely do hope, like if parents have their kids going off to uni, hopefully they can give their kid this. Like I went off to uni with like zero skills. I was you. I've been there.
I don't think it was ever me.
No, but I do understand, like, because when your mum's cooking for you, why do you have to cook? Because your mum's doing it, right?
Exactly.
So I wish I had something like this as a basis, right? As a guide. Oh, okay, like just get like the few pantry staples like soy sauce, oyster sauce, a bit of sambal, and then you're good to go, right? And some curry powder. And actually, like, since getting this book, my husband, who's white British, before was very, I'd say, like, just not confident in Asian food. He didn't think it was his thing. He's great, like, doing steaks and, like, roasts and things, but not Asian. Ever since getting Simply Malaysian, because weekends is his responsibility to cook or provide meals. And he's been cooking at least one dish every weekend from
What do you think of his food?
Amazing.
Yeah?
And now I don't have to cook my own food myself.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It's like my own recipe, but you make it.
You got someone to make your recipe.
Yeah,
So technically you're both cooking.
Exactly.
So
you did all the hard work, basically.
You wrote the book.
Yeah.
So speaking about the book, what would you say is your favourite recipes from your cookbook, Simply Malaysian?
Do you know, it's there are dishes right on the cover here.
So these are your favourite?
It's how we eat at home, right? So it's always centred around rice. And then you've got like some sort of protein. So this one is actually my dad's lamb and potato curry. So there's a lot of my family recipes in here as well. So my dad's lamb and potato curry, but I've simplified it to make it a bit more accessible for people, because he likes to buy like, he's very cost conscious. So he buys like a massive lamb shack. And then like carves it up himself. Like no one's got time to do that.
No time to debone it, section it.
Yeah. So I'm using like a simpler, like already diced cut. So you got your curry, you've got your rice, and then like some very simple stir fry veg. And then this one is just like crispy fried eggs with a very simple bird's eye chili and soy sauce dressing. But this is really how I like to eat at home, with it, of course, a bit of sambal for the chili kick. But also there's like a whole section on one pot wonders, like so Hainanese chicken rice, like we've got here. Traditionally, you've got to poach the entire chicken, run it through an ice bath, carve it, and make the soup, make the sauce. But I've simplified that all into a one pot Hainanese chicken rice, one pot, right?
So you just put the chicken in the pot of rice, let it cook.
It's all in one. Like we've still got the beautiful flavors, like lots of butter and garlic. But just using like a chicken stock cube. Again, just like when you need that comfort, that flavor. That's it. Also, lots of pastas in it, because everyone loves pastas, and actually for me, like it's basically noodles, right? Like spaghetti linguine is like noodles. And the first recipe in the book is spicy sardine linguine.
Sardine linguine.
So we used to be a British colony, right? So we love like canned products, like tomato sardines in a can, like baked beans recipe in there for that. Like
so they have a lot of fusion recipes in there as well.
But they're also Malaysian, because we used to cook with these tin goods, right?
Never knew that.
Yeah.
Oh, this explains why our Malaysian friend Steamer was always eating sardines.
I guess so.
So I mentioned curry puffs earlier, right? And so one of the very nice fillings is like the spicy sardines from like the can, but you just add a bit more, tiny bit of sugar, some curry powder, some onions. Then I've used that filling, but merged it with the linguine, and it's delicious.
So try to cook that one.
And also like stuff like ketchup, Worcester sauce. Like that's all British, but we use it in our cooking. And it's really delicious. Not so much as like a dipping sauce. Like we don't like tend to have
flavor
like
profile.
So it's just again very comforting and easy. Stuff that you have hanging around.
Wow. I'm actually excited to look through that book now.
No, I'm definitely gonna give it a go.
Super simple.
So obviously we're here because we're promoting ESEA Heritage Month. Can I ask you why ESEA Heritage Month is so important?
I do think having a space, an opportunity to really come together and celebrate each other, and also to hold each other close. You know, like to make each other safe. Feel safe, and we're always stronger together. So that's what I think is the beauty of ESEA month. And also I was again an ambassador this year for Celebration at Battersea Power Station. That was like truly magic. I mean, you went, you know.
I was really surprised with the production, the amount of quality was really top.
And it's, I think, to my knowledge, is completely unique. I don't know of any other festival in any other country which celebrates the 10 ASEAN countries, Southeast Asia. And I think this year, 176,000 visitors across the whole weekend. That's mad. And that's up from last year, which was 150,000. So, you know, there is definitely this really strong desire for us to come together, right? And to experience our foods, look at like performances, music. It is important because it's just that comfort, right? You need to fill your cup to be able to deal with the challenges in life. You know?
Community is very important.
Oh, damn, spice that caught me off.
What did you have? Do you have this kangkong?
Oh, look at
good though, that's
I
good.
love that. Morning Glory. Is
That's
that
really
Morning
good.
Glory?
Yeah,
That is,
exactly.
I love Morning Glory.
I really like that.
Can I give you some?
Oh, please, thank you.
Oh, this is the dish you ordered specifically.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, actually,
this is the best when it comes straight from the wok.
I
And it's
know.
like, you can smell like the wok here.
you wasn't wrong though. It is like the Chinese so far.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to this. So, can I ask you, what do you think people tend to misunderstand about Malaysian food?
That is all spicy. It's not, although that is that one.
That threw me off.
Because I asked for it to be spicy, but at the same time, like actually char kway teow, you can ask for it with no spice.
Yeah.
Chicken rice. You have to try these. These are
salted
that's
egg,
not going to be
salted egg,
prawns. That's not going to be spicy at all. And it's just. There's just such variety, right? And even roti canai, yes, you've got the curry dip, but it's not usually like major chili.
Spicy,
It's just like, you know, if you don't want it, like roti canai is delicious by itself, right?
So Malaysian food is basically all-encompassing. It's allowing anyone to eat, people, whether they can handle spice or not.
Definitely.
There's so much variety.
Like even like here today, like there's just so much. Can never ever be bored.
So obviously, you know, owning a restaurant, what would you say are the Malaysian foods that, you know, Asians love but white people they don't really understand?
Durian.
Durian. That's true. That's true. Even some Asians can't handle durian.
I love durian, but
I love
it's very divisive, and actually shrimp paste. You know,
Yes.
I absolutely adore shrimp paste, and like my traditional laksa has a lot of shrimp paste, a lot of dried shrimp. But we do have customers who it's just too strong
Fermented,
for them. That's fine. So that's why I have the vegan laksa broth as well. So that even if you want like a prawn laksa, you can choose to have it with a vegan broth, and that's totally cool. I want to be able to
make everything accessible.
And so because you know, like eating is a communal pleasure, right? You want to be able to go out and whoever you're dining with to be comfortable. So,
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is a collaboration with Chinatown, so I want to ask you, what are your favourite spots in Chinatown?
Rasa sayang.
Oh, 100%.
CNR. What else?
CNR.
CNR Cafe, also a Singapore
Where is
Malaysian.
that?
In Rupert Court.
Yeah.
I've never been there.
You should.
He hasn't taken me.
Is that literally the alley?
CNR.
Is it not on the alley? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So he knows and he hasn't taken me. You see how crazy that is?
It was
That's
really
crazy.
good.
Is it really good?
We went there one time
Did we?
after an event.
Is it the one behind Pachawa Grill or am I wrong?
Yes, behind Patel.
Oh, I've been there.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry,
it's really good. It's a
Sorry, carry on.
lovely spot.
It's really good.
OG. Yeah.
What else? I love Speedboat Bar.
Oh,
Thai,
yeah.
Who doesn't?
Do you know what? I don't know what it's called now because I think it changed hands. But there's this spot on Gerrard Street which serves like breakfast, and it's like it serves like chok, like congee, like tau fu fa, like breakfast stuff. And I can't remember what.
You go upstairs?
No, it used to, in the old days. It used to serve like what's it called? You know the youtiao.
Don't look at me. I'm
You know
getting used.
the long like Chinese
Oh, the
donuts.
donut, the donut sticks.
Yeah,
Oh, the
what
one you
they
put in congee?
Yeah,
yeah.
like
Oh,
they
those
used to,
sticks,
they used to serve those with like the Malaysian style as well, like ham jing bang. They used to serve it, but I cannot for life remember what.
Oh,
the
I
name
need
is.
to find that place out because I would love that.
And
Those sticks are eaten in Vietnam as well. We eat them in congee as well.
Yeah.
I guess
There
that's
should
universally
be
Asian.
more. There should be more Asian breakfast spots.
Yes, that's what I really. That's my main like bugbear about living here. Like nowhere opens.
Nowhere
until
opens.
12.
Yeah, even coffee shops
That's
open
just like
at
a
like.
restaurant.
I understand why, because obviously labour is
Of
expensive,
course.
and actually most people here are happy with a coffee or
Yeah.
a pastry for breakfast.
Yeah, Greg's.
No,
No.
Not me. I mean, I
Not
don't
for
mind
breakfast.
it, but it's not my favourite thing.
And I love Jin Lee.
Oh
Jin
yes.
Lee, like they have like I think they have 2 branches actually in Chinatown, like the original one on Lao Street, is it? And then the other one in the main square. And they serve like mala hot pot,
Yeah,
dry
hot
hot pot, delicious.
You know about that one as well?
Sorry, I just got out.
How much am I missing out?
You miss out a
But
lot.
it's spicy, so maybe.
Oh, that's why. Not for Eric.
It's a really good place.
Okay.
I love dry hot pots. They do it really good.
I don't know about dry hot pots.
Because
You choose your own.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's not my
Yeah.
favourite.
Oh.
Do you like mala? Do you like the spice?
That's probably why.
No.
That's probably why.
It's more numbing more than spicy though.
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, Jin Lee is pretty.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
I think I tend to avoid places that are too spicy because
Yeah.
I can't, like you said, like I said, I can't really hack it.
But
Those are great spots.
Just like eat lots of rice with it. No,
Not
cannot.
bad. Oh, look, I'll give you an example.
I feel sorry for you.
I think that's the part about me that's not Vietnamese, but whatever. One time we did a podcast. It was we were eating spicy chicken.
Oh,
And it was bad, like for like 20 minutes to 30 minutes of it because it was spicy chicken.
the Korean fried
I
chicken.
couldn't speak. I genuinely, if you watch the episode, it's literally just me quiet.
But you ate this.
That wasn't that spicy. That was actually fairly spicy, but I can hack that. I think it depends what it is.
That's spicy.
I mean, that's
got, like, not
that's
that-
got a bit of a kick. Like,
Yeah, I can handle a bit of a kick. I just can't handle like numbing.
Right.
Numbing destroys me.
Okay, so
Really?
then no chili.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely no chili for
For
you.
example, I can't eat the small chilies. I can eat like that with fish sauce and dip it, but I can't actually. Like I've seen people like get the small chilies and eat it
That's
straight.
how I
that's
do.
a bit
That's why I
crazy.
do.
That's not me.
No, really?
Yeah. It's Malaysian,
I
man.
can't do that. I can't do that.
Well, because now, like, although my son can take a bit of chili, but like if I serve a curry, I'll just take the solids out, not so much sauce, lots of rice, and he's fine. But if I need more chili, then I'll have the bird's eye on the side. Just
Wait, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How well can your husband handle chili?
do you know, he used to be able to be quite good at it, but I think I absolutely crushed his stomach one time because
You scarred him.
a
You traumatized him.
few years ago we went, I think, to Singbury, original Singbury.
Wow,
you know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
they like you know, he loves chili. So we went there one night, and then the following night we went to some other place where there was a lot of mala.
Yeah.
And then that just destroyed his stomach, and so now he's not so good.
Gave his stomach trauma.
Hey, sometimes too much spice is just like not good for you.
No.
I
Like,
can't
it'll
imagine
kill you.
how you can handle spice and then suddenly, through trauma, cause someone to
Well, if you're
lose
with
their
a
ability to handle
Malaysian,
spice.
that happens.
That's crazy. That's
You
crazy.
honestly, you guys have so much spices. Like just the sambal, sometimes
Yeah.
it just a spoonful, bang, just like it's crazy the spice levels.
So I'm determined that my son will be able to eat chili because otherwise I don't know what he's going to eat.
Yeah.
You know.
That's why you're giving him little small doses.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I refuse to cook something different for him. Like he has to, you know,
That's-
get with the flow.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, what's it
goodness.
like being like in an interracial relationship?
It's fine. I think, you know, we share the same familial values. Like he's also very, like his family is important to him, so is mine. And like in terms of finances and things, well, we just share same values, you know?
Yeah.
And it's funny, like I think when I was like your age younger, when I was looking for partner, my parents always said to me, oh, well, it would be easier if you're with someone you're your own kind. I'm like, that's great and all, but you literally moved me from Malaysia into the UK, and I like
where then?
and also like online dating
Where are
wasn't
dates?
such a big thing when
Yeah,
I sort of
now it
date.
is.
Yeah. So I'm like absolutely no shade. I think I would have been also happy with someone Asian, but it just didn't happen that way. And now, like, it's like, you know, you're a bit too young, but like marriage is a partnership at the end of the day. And so the main thing is like, you know, so long as you share like similar values and expectations in terms of like finances and way of life, then that's the most important thing, you know.
Amazing.
Yeah, no, it's because my family was kind of the same, right? Like, in the early stages, when I was a kid, I think that's when my parents have a bit more hold of what they could tell me to do. They wanted me ideally to end up with someone of the same culture. But obviously, living in London, you know, that's not always going to happen. So eventually, I think my first girlfriend was actually Ecuadorian. And to be fair, this happened after a while. As I got older, I think they became a bit more open-minded about it. And also, like, like you said, they started to realise, okay, we're from London, there's only... And not many of my friends were actually East Asian or Southeast Asian. So they just had to become a bit more open-minded about that. It was only when I got to university where I actually started to have more, you know, ESEA friends. So then it became a bit more, you know, more possible. But now their mind's a bit more open, so it doesn't really matter. As long as... My mom's main thing is, as long as they're respectful towards my parents, and ideally, I mean, if she can understand the language and she's happy, because she's just scared that if I do date someone from the same culture, her fear was if they cuss her out in another language, she won't understand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just
That's
weird.
crazy, that's crazy.
But yeah.
Going back to Chinatown, what's your fondest memory of Chinatown?
Like, I think we're so lucky in London to have Chinatown.
Oh yeah,
right?
100%.
Because, you know, in the when I first moved here in '93, like really the offerings in the suburbs where I live, there's nothing, you know. So Chinatown, again, a bit like ESEA Month, is just a space that caters for us, that has like ingredients that we need to cook, has the community centres, you know, and just allows you to feel
like you're back at home.
Like you belong.
Oh, like you belong
somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So no, I've been, you know, coming to Chinatown for forever, and it's whenever I travel elsewhere, I'm always very interested to visit their Chinatowns or their version of it, because it's fascinating.
It is.
I mean, have you been to New York?
I actually haven't.
Like,
me too.
Or San Francisco, like their Chinatowns, like Flushing in New York. That Chinatown is like it's like a
being
city.
transported back, right?
It's beautiful, you know, because you don't feel like other. And that's I think someone coming from Malaysia, having lived there, like it's really nice to not feel, especially now that you're not wanted.
Yeah. It's like a second home for me, to be fair. Like, and especially I think
come every week.
Moving from Malaysia, for example, or it's just a place where you could be surrounded by other Asians.
And feel safe.
Yeah, feel safe, yeah, exactly.
And like, I think that's the main thing, right? Safety.
Safety.
And comfort, you know?
Yeah.
So
it's just reassuring. It's just it's really reassuring to just see a lot of people like you and then enjoy the food that you know, obviously you can make it at home, but then at the same time just being around this food and not having to go through the effort when you're lazy. It's quite nice.
And also, food is so important to us when we come together, right? And Chinatown is right in the centre of London.
Yeah.
Everyone can get here, or you know, friends, family, and it's just you can get anything you want here, which is quite something for the UK, right? So it's very special.
Also, you wasn't wrong, by the way. This salted egg prawns
It's good, right?
smacks. You can actually really taste the salted egg.
Go.
It is brilliant. Have you tried it?
I'm gonna try it after. Yeah, we're gonna wrap this podcast up, and then we're gonna good food.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
But
what, you got nothing?
No, sorry.
I was gonna say it's been a great episode. Thank you so much for coming on. It's been a pleasure having you on and learn about your life story and your experiences as well. So thank you.
Would you like to plug the socials?
Yes.
Find me on Sambal Shiok on Instagram, TikTok. Not so much on TikTok, but more on Instagram. And I'm doing a book tour actually this autumn. So do check out. So I'm coming to Bristol, Manchester, the West Country, Bath, Shaftesbury, Brighton this week. So I'm looking forward to going out and meeting lots of people.
Check out the Manchester Chinatown as well.
Yes, exactly.
It's good Chinatown.
Yeah, it's big there.
It's big. Well. Yeah,
I mean, not as big as here, but it's still really nice.
You know, I keep saying it a lot, right? But he goes to Manchester a lot, and he's never brought me.
I know.
It's quite insane.
Next time.
And I consider one of my closest friends. It's crazy.
But yeah, thank you so much. I've been yours, Kevin.
And I'm Eric.
And Mandy.